Howdy, my name is Travis Lee, Director of Customer Success here at JobTread, and today we're going to get into the customer import. Fortunately, it's a pretty simple one, but I wanted to start things off by just showing you how accounts are structured. You can create customers on the fly. You can go create a job, enter the customer's information, and just let the customer database fill itself out organically over time. A lot of people do that, but if you have a spreadsheet somewhere with the customer's information, let's throw it in here and just have it readily available if ever needed. And if you want to do repeat work for someone, it's nice to have that already saved in the system. The overall account name is going to be the name for the account, and this might be like Travis and Callie Lee, kind of husband wife sort of combination. If you're in the commercial space, it would be the name of the company. Below is their taxable status. Are you going to be forwarding along tax to this customer? Yes or no. Most of the time it's going to be no. Contact details. This is the main person you're working with. Their title, which is optional. Email and phone, I'd say, are the most important to enter. And then the address below. This searches Google, so just kind of click on it when you find a match. But you are not limited to what we see right here. We are creating a customer's account. We are creating the first contact, and we're creating the first location. So if I click create right here, this will show me kind of what this looks like. We technically are creating three separate things when we run or create this account, and likewise when we run the import as well. But you are not limited to just those questions that we just looked at. If you go into settings and custom fields, for your customers, you can track whatever you want. So you can track their favorite color, their favorite football team, but more realistically, like their lead source, the appointment date, some special notes, who they were referred by. Absolutely would recommend at least tracking a lead source, just so at the end of the year you can see how much business each of those lead sources generated for you. But look at our suggested fields, see if anything speaks to you, and then of course add it if it does, and then click the edit button next to each of them, and then you can customize what those lead sources are. You can certainly add custom fields as well, meaning just like something completely not on the list and unique to your company. It's going to ask you for the type of input you're looking for, the name of the question, and if you have like a pick list, like what are the options? You would type out each option and hit enter each time. But then you'll have a list like this. And then also for the contacts themselves, the people, what else do you want to track? Do you want to track their mobile phone versus their office phone? You can add that as well, secondary emails, things like that. If I go back to the customer list, think through that. Think through those custom fields, and if you have things on your spreadsheet that you want to make sure are added in the JobTread, just create a custom field for it. And when you go back to this import button in the top right and you download this, that spreadsheet will include those custom fields. The only thing you have to remember is the way you format the data in your spreadsheet needs to match what's in JobTread. Otherwise, it'll throw an error. So keep that in mind. When you export that file, it will look something like this. This is without any custom fields. This is just our base import. But overall account name, if they're taxable or not, that's going to be false or true. Most of the time it's false, but if you do want to forward sales tax along with the client, it's going to be true. The primary contact name, again, main person, their title, that's optional. Email and phone. Primary location address, something maybe unique about ours is that the full address should be in one cell. It can't be broken across multiple cells. The primary location display name, it isn't required. If you provide the full address here, it will shorten it for you and fill in this display name. And then archived is only applicable if you wanted to essentially hide the account whenever you import it into the system. That's only going to be used if, let's say, you're importing, 800 or so customers. Totally made up that number. But that could overwhelm your customer list like right off the bat. So if you wanted their data to live within JobTread, just not appear on the customer list off the bat, archive of true is what you would want to do. Otherwise, just ignore the column. You can even just delete it outright. So if you are working with the custom fields, again, those would display at the end here. Then you could add that information also. One unique thing I want to mention before I actually run this import, let me save that, is under settings and custom fields. This is unique, and there's some logic in the back end. If you add in a custom field on your accounts for the billing address, so this is going to be an address field, we're going to call it billing address or office address. There's some unique logic in the system that says, hey, if there is a address on the customer's account, we want to use this billing address on the documents that we send. instead of the job site location. So know that this is how you can kind of default to an office address that should receive the proposals and invoices instead of the job site. So something to keep in mind with that. But if we go back to the customer list, we click import, click the upload button, choose our file. All of these headers should match perfectly because we downloaded it from JobTread. So left-hand side, these are the headers in our spreadsheet. Middle column is going to be what we're importing into. I don't think you'll need to adjust any of this. And then just click import all. And assuming everything was set up correctly, it's going to import. One tip I would recommend, instead of doing what I just did, click the single import button, verify the data is going to the right spot by going back to the customer list, making sure everything looks good, and then you can move forward with the import all. So going back to customers, now we're going to see Travis and Paula Davis, address on the right hand side. I have my custom fields. Again, if you populated those on the spreadsheet, those would appear, the primary contact, and then we can go add the other contacts that we want to as well. So that's the customer import. If you have any questions at all about that, please contact us, support@jobtread.com. We look forward to working with you. Thanks so much.